situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Up the middle they go. Cameron. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. To throw is Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Out of the gun, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fields. And caught by Cameron right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Travis Kelce, 29 yards. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Fields changing the play.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Fields.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Cameron. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's something thought they had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Shifts by him.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown, LA!
Kyron Williams.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us.
Yeah,
I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. A final shot before the break. Stafford steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Back to throw. Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Completes this one to Pickens. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. 32. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield. 32.
Now it's Stafford.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Second and 11.
Ready. 59. 53. Ready. Easy.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A fake there on the jet sweep as it's Fields off play action.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Now it's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you get the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here's Fields.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Curl.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Finding Williams on the check down.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the outrun. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Williams.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Now Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Fields.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
All eyes on Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Rams, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, literally sight, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. His first throw is an interception. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now it's Will Reichard on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff running right, Jacobs. He loses the football, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it can go harmlessly out of bounds.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Ready. 79 Broncos.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun now for Love. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Folk is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's Darnold. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Darnold now to throw. Chased out to his right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. Big man showing up the yards. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down throw, here's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Love out of the shotgun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Second down carry for Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and long for him here. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. These 2 NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They'll run the draw with Jones. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Smith able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Handoff here to Jacobs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
3rd and long. Here's Love. And the floater falls to the deck. Jaden Reed, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. Brandon Powell on the return for the Vikings. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Vikings football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Jones once more. Up the sideline, past the 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, set.
From the 46. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Straight ahead they go with Jones, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Quay Walker. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Darnold looking to throw. Oh, it puts some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Byron Murphy picks it. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick 6 touchdown. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rob.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Love back to it after the pick. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they pick him off again. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Jones. Jukes out a 1-stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. He breaks a tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Now a give to Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jones will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Staring up into the rain, and he muffs it! Oh no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety. First and 10 now from the 30.
We go side. Red lady. Red lady. Inside.
On the carry, this is Jones. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We go side. No lady. Inside.
3rd down from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Packers will take over possession. Running on first here with Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jair Alexander with the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones gets it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A pickup of 2, and that run doesn't get it for them either. It's 4th and 2. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll move the chains on that play.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Here we go, shot. Go.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Oh, brother.